In this video, we cover client filtering flaws, specifically looking at hidden fields. So take, for example, you type in your username and password to log in. You use multi-factor authentication, so a code is sent to your phone. You then provide that code to then log into the site. However, if programmers program this incorrectly, they could program it on the client side where an individual could just look at the source code and be able to grab the multi-factor authentication code and use that to log in. So to show you a demonstration of this, I want you to open up the client filtering flaws, look at the hidden fields page, and then use Zap to capture and edit the hidden code on the third step to bypass the two-factor authentication. All right, welcome back. So for this exercise, I'm going to use the Zap proxy browser to be able to capture the multi-factor authentication code. I'm going to go ahead and select Manual Explorer, make sure that I have the browser that I want to use as my proxy browser listed here. Then I'll go ahead and click the browser that I'm going to use my proxy browser. In this case, I'm going to use Edge. So after the proxy browser opened up, I went to this site. I had to log in to be able to access it. And then what we're going to do here is pretend like we're going to log in. So I'm going to enter in my username and just any credentials for it to send me the multi-factor authentication code. So we get a message that the authentication code has been sent. So I'm going to come to my email and I'll go ahead and copy this multi-factor authentication code. I'll come back to the proxy browser and I'll paste this right here. So this basically demonstrated how to use a multi-factor authentication code to log in. This third part is basically a repeat of the second part, but let's say, for example, this time I didn't receive the multi-factor authentication code to my email. So let's say a hacker tried to get this information. And then the programmers programmed it so that this could be captured on the client side. And if this is the case, they could just use that code to be able to gain access to my account. So we're going to show you how to actually capture this information using the proxy browser this time. So I'm coming back to the Zap client. I'm going to click this to set a breakpoint. Then I'll come back to this and just type in any number and submit verify. Then I'm going to come back to the Zap client, and you'll notice here that it has the code that I entered and the hidden code, which was stored on the client side. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this code and instead change this and click verify again. And this time I'll come back to the Zap client and I'll click the play icon. And it will say that you successfully entered the multi-factor authentication code without receiving one in an email. Thanks for watching my video. Feel free to click the links here to watch the next video of the playlist, continue to the next playlist, or subscribe.